When you realize that you're lost or that something is lost, one of the first instincts is to retrace your steps. It seems like humanity has lost its way. The awareness that you're lost or that something is lost, I guess, is the thing that actually comes first. And I feel like as a collective, there is a sudden realization or a slow realization that we've lost our way. So some people have already started to retrace their steps. There is a way that seems right to a man, but the end of that way is death. One of my favorite scriptures. When it comes to the energy of the masculine or yang energy or the electric energy or the expressive energy, the path is to low key go backwards, to return to source. And I start back at one. Oh, yeah. Okay. So the fall of patriarchy, the end of the road, when you've hit a brick wall, when you realize that you made a wrong turn, when you realize that you're lost, it's time to go back, to return to source, to find your way. Now, you don't have to necessarily figure out where you went wrong, even though at times that can be really helpful. Ultimately, it's about getting back on the right path. At what point in your life, I think about the Christ awakening, a moment where you have an epiphany, where you have a sudden realization so that you can align with the path that you were meant to be on because somewhere you lost your way. Where did you lose your way? At what age? At what point? Can you even remember where you really lost your way? And when it's losing your way, when did you disconnect from yourself? When did you disconnect from source? When did you disconnect from God? When did it become something I'm getting like not rote memorization, but when you're trying to do something from memory, but what if you had got it wrong? Or what if that no longer applies? Ah, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, God. What if that no longer applies? What about how things evolve, how you evolve, how you need different things at different points in time? And to stay connected to source, to stay connected to God, and God lives inside of you. And when did you disconnect from yourself? For a lot of people, that happened in childhood. For some people, not necessarily. This message is for somebody. This message is for all of us. This message is for all of us. There is no separation. Nothing can separate you from the love of God. You and me must never part, my key, da da. Oh my God, what's the song? Ain't no ocean, ain't no sea, my key, da da. Keep you something away from me. And so I love how, I mean, it's difficult sometimes when you realize that you're lost or when something catastrophic, chaotic, unpleasant happens that causes that awakening. Like, oh my God, this is not right. But something beautiful happens after that. 444 on the counter. We return to God, we return to source, we come home to ourselves. And I think that's what's happening in the world right now. So I'm taking the time whenever I can think about it to pray for the entire collective. I pray for you, I pray for myself, that we are aligning to God, that we're finding our way back home. Love you guys. Peace.